My name is Jessica Naraki, and I relay for my mother, Alice Hernandez. She passed away at 51 from lung cancer.
I'm Brooke Bessemer, and cancer walked into my life when I found out my mom had skin cancer.
I also relay for my husband's grandmother. She passed away from skin cancer, and his aunt, who passed away from brain cancer.
I'm Mary Overbeek, and I teach at McNaughton Elementary, and cancer has affected my life 5 times. I have 3 brothers who've had cancer, and my mom and my dad.
Most people don't think that skin cancer is a really big deal, but some forms can actually go into your organs and be fatal.
Hardest part about cancer is it took my mom away, so my kids have been raised without a grandparent, so it's important.
My brother Bob went to the doctor after a physical because he had a cut on his neck that wouldn't stop bleeding, and it turned out that he had leukemia. He fought cancer for about 1.5 years. And during the fight with all the chemotherapy that he was getting, he got a fungal infection and lost a lung and a partial, like 1/4 of his second lung. And the chemotherapy also damaged his heart, that it's functioning at about 60%.
I'm Taylor, and I was affected from cancer because my great-grandma Ferna died, and I really miss her a lot.
Hi, my name is Joe Williams.
I'm Diana McGarvey, and I've been subbing at Tri-County Schools for almost 15 years now.
Hi, my name is Brooke Boss, and this is my mom, Jenny.
Cancer has affected my life and my family by afflicting my Uncle Ronnie with Waldstrom's lymphoma.
6 years ago on August 10th, I was diagnosed with tonsil cancer. It scared me really, really bad.
In December 2011, we got the diagnosis that I had breast cancer stage 3.
There is no cure for Waldstrom's lymphoma, so it is a difficult time for our family. We pray a lot. We are hoping for the best, and he is undergoing treatment in Houston on a quite regular basis, but the outcome, as many times in cancer, is bleak.
At the age of 15, I lost my mom to cancer and was raising my family then. So when I was diagnosed with cancer, I was very worried about leaving my 3 girls in the same boat that I was in.
I had regular screenings with no family history, just suddenly was diagnosed. The main thing I wanted to let people know is that cancer doesn't discriminate. Cancer can just appear, and you can be as proactive and healthy as you think you are, and suddenly it affects a family member. And so that's why it's so important to raise money and awareness for treatments and a cure for cancer.
I went through 35 radiation treatments, ended up in the hospital for 10 days, ended up with a feeding tube, but because of all the research and stuff that American Cancer Society has done, I was told a year ago that I was cured from cancer. And my last visit, the doctor told me that all signs of cancer other than the scarring tissues are gone, and I owe thanks to family, friends, and the grace of God.
I didn't really think cancer was the type of thing that would ever come into so close with my family. And I remember when I first found out, so especially because it was stage 3, I definitely thought that I wasn't going to have a mom and that I was going to be alone with my brother and my dad, and it just got really difficult because I realized how important one person really can be in your life until it's threatened that they could no longer be there.
The thing that sticks out most about my uncle is what a caring individual he is, and he takes the time for everyone. Everyone loves Uncle Ron. He touches everyone's life that he comes in contact with, and he's just a joy to be around. And we hope we to continue fighting, and we can beat cancer.
My name is Jade. I have 2 kids that go to Tri-County schools. My daughter Kimberly Hayden graduated in 2010. I have a freshman this year, Eric Hayden. I worked at the Latchkey program in Sand Lake for several years. My story started in April of this year. I thought I had a abscess tooth, and I let it go for a year to take care of my father that was passing away. Went to the dentist in April. They sent me to a surgeon, and they did a biopsy. It come back as a mixed tumor. So they sent me to another surgeon that specializes at U of M. Trained there, and they were 99.5% sure it was not cancer. I would do an outpatient surgery and be able to go home. He ordered a CAT scan on a Tuesday, and Wednesday he called me up and told me I needed to be in to his office on Thursday, Friday at the very latest. My mother and my husband took me there, and we went in and shut the door. He had discovered that it had gone into my sinuses, and that I needed to go to the U.M. for surgery. I went in there on May 15th was my first surgery, and they took out the tumor, the whole roof of my mouth, all of my sinuses, right side of my face, trying to rebuild it, and it failed. So I went home for a week and a half, and then they called me again and asked me if I was ready to go through it again. 99% sure that it would not fail. At this time, they took a bone from my leg and blood vessels and placed them to help rebuild and construct the side of my face and the roof of my mouth, which again failed. I was in ICU. The nurses called the doctor. The doctors came in. They had lost pulse in my neck, so they had to remove 3 blood clots and take me back to surgery again. Now I have an obturator in my mouth, and I am having 30 sessions of radiation.
But you're halfway through.
Which I am now halfway through. But the most important part of this whole thing, from the beginning of April, was the love from the community and the Tri-County school system. All their staff and students and families are amazing, and without the love and support, I would not have been strong enough to make it through this. Their prayers, their donations, their cards has given me and my family the strength to fight this cancer, and together with all of us in the community and our friends, we are going to survive.
You shout it out, but I can't hear a word you say. I'm talking loud, not saying much. I'm criticized, but all your bullets ricochet. You shoot me down, but I get up. Bulletproof, nothing to lose. Far away, say loud. Raise your voice. Sticks and stones may break my bones. I'm talking loud, but not saying much. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose.